Hello everyone. Today we start with a new topic called footprinting and reconnaissance. So let's get started. Here I have added the two content. One is footprinting, its complete concept, the working of it, and the phases of ethical hacking. So let's first start with what is footprinting and reconnaissance. So it is a process of identifying and understanding the security risk of the organization. So first it is process of identifying the security risk. Security risk is basically we first look at the systems, their endpoints, their servers, their firewalls, their other IoT devices. So we first check each of the devices, their vulnerabilities. So we identify and understand the security risk, that what all vulnerabilities are there that can able to affect the organization, so that any attacker could able to take access and exploit. Second thing is, with the help of footprinting and reconnaissance, we are able to find the vulnerabilities in the system that we already confirm. Then this is entry point to take access. So we going to check that what all ways the attacker trying to or can able to try to access the network or infrastructure. Okay, so we are looking for the entry point, that what are the entry points that are open for the attacker, or what all open ports are there, what all other services that are already been running but are vulnerable. Gathering the information about the target system, scope of our target, about the infra, and the type of organization it is. Footprinting, it involves gathering of information about the target. This helps build the security profile of the organization. To understand its structure, system, and potential vulnerabilities, data is collected physically. So this means that first phase is information gathering. Once the information is gathered, then they create a security profile that tells that what all improvement or how secure currently our organization is and how much to work on. Okay, once these are done, then to understand the structure, systems, and potential vulnerabilities, then they're going to understand, then they're going to take the actions on how they can make improvements, what all ports, what all functionalities, what all access they already gave and which is completely insecure for the organization. So they just do that about the ports, about the access privileges I'm talking about, what all softwares. So these all are actions they're going to see. Then data is collected physically. So here the data is collected in physical ways. Means there are certain tools that helps check the vulnerabilities that we also going to cover up as a practical part. Okay, so the tools that are used, so we are using that tool. With the help of that, we gather information and then we confirm that what ranking does our security profile holds, and accordingly the action will be taken. Okay, now the example, you can see here that example, that the email that starts with first name or the last name at the rate, for example, you know, what first the hacker and attacker do is, while gathering the information, if they check about any organization, they start, for example, with email address. So every organization have different tricks to give the email address to the employee. Some organization, they use the first name and the first letter of their last name, and at the rate their organization domain name. Some organization, they use first letter, then their complete last name, and at the rate. So accordingly they can able to get the list of employee details. So now we're going to see reconnaissance through search engines. So how, with the help of search engine, we can able to find the identity or any detailed information which should be collected under reconnaissance passive mode. Okay, so the first one is Google Docs. So Google Docs is something, let's dive it into its little theory. So you can see Google Docs are the specific search queries that use advanced operator to find information on the web that is not easily accessible through traditional search method. So when you go to Google browser, and when you search for any URL or any information, you get list of results. For example, if we type Python, sorry, okay, so you can see there are 146000000 results we found out on Google and related to Python. But if we going to search, we type it as in title hyphen Python. So what it will do is that whatever titles are having written Python on it, we going to pick that. So you can see here 63000000. With the help of this, we can able to get specific information. If we are looking for a site, so for example particular site, what we name it as site colon, and for example if we are looking for microsoft.com, so whatever site that has written microsoft.com, we're going to get the result out of it. So you can see that 182, this much informations that are specifically ready for us. Okay, for example if you type /login, so there are only 76 result which says that if this site is particularly on this Microsoft /login, you get this much results out of it. So specifically you can able to get the detailed one. Okay, or you can go to any specific site and you started searching for it, you get the result out of it. Okay, now for example let's say there is another thing I want to add, that if we are looking for a particular file type on internet, so how will we do it? So the command is file type hyphen PDF. Can see whatever is the file type is PDF, we get the result. So let's go to Python and file type PDF. You can see we get this much result, 4510000 results that we have available. So under Python tutorial you get the file type as PDF that is available inside it. So you can go for any of the particular file type and you get the result out of it. You can see this is JUSER tutorials point, you get the PDF out of it. Then this is the PDF version of tutorials point printing, as it's this already said. So all these are under the file type. Now for example if we are looking to check a particular keyword of different URL, for example let's say if in my URL if I want is related to WordPress and the file type is PDF, so this is all the result that my URL has WordPress in it with having the file type PDF. So to get the specific result, Google Docs helps us out. There is another example in text. So in text means you get the text field inside your URL or in the result. So we type in text is Python. You get these are the in text field where you get Python out of it. So these are the results where in text we get the keyword as Python. Okay, so with the help of Google Docs we can easily get this information.